Do you think that guy that said trying to figure out my dating goals was just too much of a to say, like, I am just looking for a good time? Hey guys, I'm Brooke Payne and I'm here with Bridgette of Good Hearted Woman. Bridgette.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm happy to be here.
Thanks for being our guinea pig.
Yeah. I hope it goes well.
Should I have Bridgette tell me about herself?
About myself.
Oh,
Okay.
How do you do natural? Okay, so my obsession with Caldo de Pollo came from Julio's. Have you ever been to Julio's in Hyde Park?
You know what? I think I have a long time ago. But
That little corner spot by Quacks?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's been a long time, but yes, I have.
So they have this like chicken vegetable soup, and we used to live by there. So anytime I would get sick, I would.
It's the best.
So good.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So
let's do it.
Yeah, I'll start. I'll start by chopping this onion here.
Yeah. So we're gonna do half of an onion.
Okay, just half? Okay.
Yeah. Or do all of it. I don't care.
I think half is good.
Okay. 2 cloves of garlic, which means 3.
Yes, always more garlic.
And 3 quarts of water.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go in the other room for water. So
Just
all
leave me
eyes
here.
on Bridgette chopping the onion.
Watch me awkwardly chop an onion here. I've cut myself so many times. And perfect timing, right before a facial, where I just like cut myself and then I have to wear gloves and it's not as fun, but.
Do you feel like facials with gloves are different?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I know some estheticians that always wear gloves and I have to feel the skin. That's like my favorite part is just feeling it so I can feel like the transformation of start to finish.
Yeah. When did you start Good Hearted Woman?
I started Good Hearted Woman April of 21, so almost 3 years ago. Which
Right
is
at the beginning. Oh no, that was year 2 of
after.
COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what kind of prompted Good Hearted Woman.
Got it.
I moved out here because I wanted to get away from Austin. I was in a business that I thought was going to kind of be my business. It didn't feel like my business.
Yeah.
I wanted my business. So when I moved out here, it just made sense to start fresh. I was starting fresh with other things. Might as well start fresh with my own business. And so
I think it's perfect.
Almost 3 years old. Which is crazy. Time is flying by.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have onion, garlic, water,
And we need
bay leaves.
3. Wait, how many bay leaves?
5.
5 bay leaves. But Google says dried thyme is a good substitute, so that's
How
what we're
much do you
using.
think?
Just tell me
Eyeball
when.
it?
Yeah.
Just kind of zhuzh all over.
Yeah. Tell me when you think. Good?
I think that's
One more?
good.
And like, what was your driving reason for starting your business or starting facials?
Facials. So I've been an esthetician for almost 13 years now.
Okay.
And it's changed a lot over those years. But how it started was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life.
Yeah.
I was going to school for elementary education. I wanted to be a teacher. That's kind of always what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But then, wasn't feeling like me. And so I was actually gifted a couple of facials to this lady outside my neighborhood.
Okay.
She had a little suite, and so for birthdays, Christmases, my dad would gift me a facial, and so I started getting facials, and it was just my favorite little treat. And then when I went home that summer, I went and saw Norma, and just kind of came up about like, I could do this. And so that kind of prompted me to go look at schools. And then once I walked into the Veda Institute in San Antonio, I was like, that's it. This is my place. The smells, the feel, like everything. And my class was awesome.
For anyone that hasn't had a facial from Bridgette, she is magic. It's not like a normal, you go in, you put a bunch of products on my face and I leave. It's like, I feel like I leave floating.
Yeah. So after school, I went to work at an Aveda spa.
Okay.
And I had this client, and he came in once a month for a facial. And I remember, I think it was like a year and a half in, he was like, something has transformed, like something has changed.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, you're very robotic, you're nervous, it's
Following
weird,
like a set of rules.
Protocol.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I just remember that moment, that was kind of when I started to create get into the flow of things.
Yeah.
And then of course it's evolved over 13 years, which is wild to say.
Yeah.
But, so I did start down on San Antonio in a little spot.
Okay.
Are you freaking out with me in this knife?
Do you have concerns?
I do.
there's this technique that I saw. You do it on something that holds it, and then you just, and so it goes in. I'm okay.
It's okay.
Have you ever heard of a Band-Aid? I'm just curious.
Well, there's preventative measures. And just like that, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go slow. Anyway, I love being down on the square. It's easy access. I love being around the courthouse and all the people working, and the little spot I'm in now, it might not be my forever home, but it works for now.
So give me some of your like top tips, like how we can take better care of our skin at home.
I think it sounds kind of like cheesy, but actually like touching your face, like when you're cleansing and applying your product to actually massage your face.
Okay.
That's the number one thing I feel like I come across is when I first feel someone's skin, it just hasn't been touched, or like it's so stagnant. So that movement will help everything.
Okay.
It'll help promote collagen, keep that pumping. It'll help even your oil production, like help regulate your oil production, gives you that natural glow, that movement, that oxygen to the blood that just makes you have that natural glow. I think just like having intention when you're cleansing and putting your moisturizer on, just
not
kind of
just
feeling
like
the skin. Yeah, like real fast. But we get so caught up in the day-to-day, it's hard to like actually sit there and be intentional, but just even for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But as far as product goes, cleansing, maybe a little moisturizer. If you have the right cleanser, you don't really need a whole lot of moisturizing.
Okay.
An SPF.
Always.
I didn't start wearing SPF till I was in my 30s, and I wish I would have done it sooner because it becomes like you have to make a habit out of it.
Yeah.
So SPF I think is huge. The sun is good for us, but also will just snap our skin and damage our skin. What are attention?
What are some of your favorite treatments? Like
Giving.
Yeah. Do they change? Do you have like an all-time favorite?
I don't think, as we were kind of talking about before, I don't think extractions will ever get old for me. I love a good juicy extraction, cleaning out the skin. It's so therapeutic to me. I feel like I'm really OCD when it comes to that kind of stuff, so it just feels good to like clean that out. So extractions I love. And then just making people feel good. It sounds cheesy too, but when I have a client who just is really like appreciative and thankful for what they just had, what else is better than that? Like it just, how long has that been going?
I think it just
you turned it off. Oh, forgot.
No, it's starting to boil, and the recipe says to let it boil for 4 minutes.
Okay.
And then we're going to add the chicken.
Okay.
And stock powder.
So do you have that?
Yes.
Stock powder? Okay.
I don't know. I really admire women who take a chance on themselves, and that's kind of what self-employment is, right? Like starting your own business, being fully self-reliant to get your own business and build what your like successful life looks like. Anyway, so I just think, I don't know, I think it takes a lot of courage and a lot of, I don't know if it's confidence or, a little bit of being naive and just like, this will be fine to start doing something for yourself. And I think it's harder for females. Like, I do think it's harder to enter that space because,
especially if they've come from working from a male business run, it's really hard. And it's really nice to be that cheerleader for somebody who I just did that kind of recently with somebody, and like to see them thriving and to see them like, oh, I can do this. It's really special. I remember, when I didn't know if I could make it out in Lockhart because Lockhart was still, it's still growing, and I'm like, I don't know if there's enough people. Yeah. And then I actually had 2 male friends who were like, just give it some time, and like, I think this is gonna work out, and it's just giving it time, being consistent. But you have a shop here, right?
I do. I have a little office off the square that Trey and I office out of, which has been really fun.
Is it just you two? You two here?
Yeah, it's just the 2 of us.
I love that.
Yeah.
When did you guys actually start doing that? Just the 2 of you?
We started, so I've been in mortgage for upwards of 12 years. I started at the end of 2012.
Okay.
And I've done all kinds of different things. I worked for a builder for a really long time. Yes. What do we need? A tablespoon? I bet this is, go ahead. I worked for a builder for a really long time. I started as an assistant, and then I was a loan officer, and then I tried to go out on my own, and had just like no network, and didn't know what I was doing, didn't know how to sell myself, definitely was not like comfortable talking about myself with people.
I get that.
And then went back to work for that builder.
Okay.
And in 2019, I was sending a lot of business to a loan officer that I knew. Like realtors would come to me and ask if we could work together, but I was at the builder shop, so it just didn't make sense. And she just kept saying, like, come work with me, stop sending me business. People wanna work with you, come do it for yourself. And I was terrified. Like, I had a salary and a bonus structure.
You had it was consistent.
I had a
routine.
corporate job, It was guaranteed.
Guaranteed,
Yes. And so in 2019, I quit and I went to work with her. And I think I did it for about a year by myself, and then was at a place where I could get Trey to come help me.
Yeah.
And so we've worked together for almost 3 years. Oh no, almost 4 years now.
2019. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's been my favorite part. This year especially, I'm really trying to find that balance. I'm sure it's the same in every business, but I feel like especially in like real estate driven businesses, there's this idea that your goal should always be more every year. Like you should do more, produce more, be more. And I just really am kind of tired of that messaging.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same. Like by now I should be here.
Yeah.
By now I should have a storefront. By now I should have like more treatment rooms and stuff.
And it's like, why? Why?
Yeah.
Like if you're doing enough to like create the life that you want, then that's
you
it,
could just
right?
coast
like,
there for a little bit.
Yeah, or forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
There is a point, for me at least, that's enough. Like that goal is not being like the #1 producing loan officer. That's not a goal of mine. It's a goal I chased for a little bit, or like the idea of it I chased, and I don't know, I just felt like I was really unhappy. Like I wasn't doing things outside of work that brought me joy. And now like I get to do stuff like
The
this.
good balance.
Yeah.
I used to work so long and so hard. At 25, my back was killing me. I was like, I'm only 25. What am I gonna do? So being able to set my own hours and my schedule and kind of work with my body, because it's a lot of physical work, standing all day and working on people. It's so helpful. It's changed everything.
Okay, so let's talk about what we've got here. We have like, I don't know, 6-ish potatoes. We've got
half a head of cabbage, 3
what else do we have in
zucchinis,
there? 3 zucchinis, 2 carrots.
all the good stuff.
Yeah, 3 celery.
Oh, celery. Celery's in there. Yep.
So we're going to simmer the chicken for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna toss in the vegetables for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And
Maybe we should do like a little like as everything's like, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
the cooking shows where it's like
adorable.
Yeah.
Can I top you off?
Sure. What are we drinking here?
This is from Best Little.
I bet. That's what when you said
K.
bubbles, I was like, yes.
So if you ever find yourself in Lockhart, go check out Kay at Best Little Wine and Books. She'll take
It's
the
a
best care
must.
of you.
And chicken.
And chicken.
Cheers.
And poke.
And poke. It's the best spot.
Poke in the rear.
Should we just start talking about dating and men?
Yes, tell me about dating, Bridgette. I want to hear about all of the things that have to do with dating. What it's like being a single woman.
This is what I've been off and on the dating apps. You know, I've had some relationships in the last like 6 years. So I've just been on and off, and I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
This was like a guy put, so you can put what you're looking for, like long-term relationship, short-term relationship, life partner.
Yeah.
And this guy put trying to figure out my dating goals.
Nice.
So why are you on here
Yeah.
mashing with me when I put life partner,
Yeah.
and you're trying to figure out your dating goals? What do you think we're gonna? You want me just to?
Oh yeah, let's try it.
Which like maybe yeah, we could meet and hit it off and it'd be great, but like I'm just not down to doing that again. I did that before with a guy who clearly wasn't ready, and I knew it, but I thought I could change that. And
Do you think that guy that said trying to figure out my dating goals was just too much of a pussy to say like I am just looking for a good time? Like,
I
do you
think he
fi-
was, I don't know about that. I think honestly he probably doesn't know, and he's probably scared of commitment. So he doesn't want to tie himself down to
Yeah.
like being committed or in a relationship when he might not want to. It's
Yeah.
like his way of an out already when he hasn't even started anything.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of took it. These guys are very like just scared of commitment.
Yeah.
Which I am too.
Do you
Like,
think that's like a city problem, or do you think that is all over? Like, do you think, or a better question would be like, do you think that's a dating app issue? Like, we've made it so easy to like move on or keep exploring.
yeah, exactly. There's like a plethora of girls out there.
Yeah.
Just, you can hit refresh and there's more.
Yeah.
More. So it's just so easy for them to just like, it's never taken me this long to cut 2 avocados, but.
Hey, can you call Josh? And ask him where the crab boil pot is.
Or like,
Hey Josh, where is the crab boil pot?
You're on speaker, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. I need a bigger pot.
Okay, it's in the garage.
Where though?
Okay, Ramon.
All right. Okay, I'm going.
you can take parts of it. See, pour that, here, let me hold it.
Cream that out.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah. 17 years.
Yeah.
Long time. But yeah, my dad is just like the nicest. He's just naturally so cool.
Hot. Holy.
The steam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this will work.
I think that, yeah, will actually be good.
What? Would you like to say something, Ramon?
We're not chefs, okay?
Listen, we're learning.
There was,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just gonna put it on here.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Actually, well, oh well. When I make my cabbage soup, it always thinks like it's not gonna fit, but if we give it a second, it'll.
Yeah.
Do you have a top for this pan? A lid? No.
Oh yeah, we're good. You could probably go more salt. I'm like a
I'm more, yeah.
salted verse. Like,
We've been
I
through
really
this.
don't
She's
think-
not. No.
I'm as salty as you think I am.
I just had someone say just how nice you are.
See,
Yeah.
Ramon?
See? Uh-oh, maybe
See?
this is getting a little brown. Can I get a picture of this?
Yeah.
Can I just
That's
say
a good
like
idea.
a sneak peek of what's to come?
Yes.
Or like what can I do?
Good idea. You can do whatever you want. This is for everybody. Thanks for tuning in with us today, guys. And Bridget, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. This is delicious.
See you next time. Can you like fucking jam that all together? Okay. Like I can try again if you want, but if you could just